Now, we want to talk about Pat Dolan's article. We talked about this the other day, and if you want to send in any sort of comment on the article, if you're watching, do that, and we'll discuss that. Nathan, what did you make of the article in the first place?
I was saying it was a bit of a mixed reception, to say the least, wasn't it? A lot of people not happy with a man like Pat Dolan, who has a great reputation in the league. I obviously love what he's done at St. Pat's, and I'm actually a big fan of Pat Dolan as well. Like everybody under the age of 30, I wouldn't be a regular reader of hard copy newspapers, but anytime I've seen a piece by Pat Dolan, especially opinion pieces, which this has turned out to be, you tend to be an interesting read. And I actually tend to agree with a lot that he says. And
now, just for anyone who hasn't sort of read through it, just give a quick brief on what he said.
Yeah, I suppose. Look, he's just the headline was probably the one of the best ways to describe it. He says it's no wonder our kids support foreign teams, and he was just breaking down a lot of. It didn't shine the best light on the League of Ireland, but it was a lot of an understandable point of view. He's obviously talked about the facilities and talked about how a lot of people tend to look at the League of Ireland itself in a bad light compared to a good light. We mentioned how everyone jumped on Waterford situation where not many people tend to jump on the Shamrock Rovers records, the unbeaten record. So I can't say I really understand a lot of the negativity that's coming out of it. Help me out here. Am I missing something? I think a lot of what he said is something it's stuff that everyone has been saying. We've been saying it since we've been doing this together for the past year or so. And yeah, what do you reckon of it? Am I missing something?
No, well, I read through the whole article today. I had a look at it. I was expecting something that was really out there, but it is nothing that we haven't said. It is nothing that we haven't discussed before, and it is nothing that we haven't agreed with before. The fact that a team like Waterford can just decide not to turn up is a shambles. The fact that they haven't been slaughtered and punished by the league is a shambles. And the fact that Drogheda go out and beat them 7-0 and get that unfair advantage is a shambles. Like, the whole thing is a shambles, and it makes a mockery of the league. Again, he talked about Dundalk and the players going out up in Belfast, and there hasn't been a word, not one word from the FAI or anyone. A shambles. So everything that he's saying is spot on, and there is nothing to disagree with. And I actually really don't get what people were giving out about and moaning about, as if there is a little bit of that with League of Ireland fans, Nathan, that if you say anything about the League of Ireland, any way sort of downing it in any way, no matter how true it is, it's seen in a bad light, and that people should keep their mouth shut. But that's not the way. If you want to make a league better, you have to stand up, you have to say something, and you have to make the point that this isn't acceptable for our league. We want to push on. We want to make this a better league. And the only way to do that is voice your concerns about any topics that are there, such as the shambles that has been over the last few weeks. And listen, we could go over the last year, the last 2 years, and I'm pretty sure for the rest of this year, there's going to be other stuff that's out there that we're going to be tutting and shaking our head about. And really and truly, people like Pat Dolan, and I've read his article sometimes I do agree, sometimes I don't agree, but he'll always wear his heart in his sleeve, and I think he's bang on at this. And why would someone go and watch Drogheda United against Waterford, or Waterford? You don't even know they're putting their whole heart into it now. That's the real thing. It's really disappointing that they wouldn't even commit to a game.
Yeah, it is, and it's none of us want to be reading this about a league. We want to be positive about a league, but this is just the truth of it, really, isn't it? The facilities aren't up to scratch, and we can blame the FEI, we can blame lack of government support, but the clubs also have to take a bit of a look as well. You look at some of the grounds, and even a lick of paint wouldn't go amiss to some of them. And it's just not a glamorous league anymore. And it always has. Anytime I'm a younger fan, I'm only 25, so it's never been a glamorous league. Anytime I've been going down, I couldn't tell you about before my time. I just wasn't there. So it's like I said, it's young couples, just for a quick example, you know, it's never come on, we go down and watch a local game and that's part of your night out. It's a niche group of people, and we're overly committed. And I agree, sometimes we can be really oversensitive. Now, look, I think it's a different story too. You have the typical, we hate using the term bar stooler, but the bar stooler fans, you know, that watch the English football games, because I, for one, I'm like a lot of people, you know, I have an English team and I have a League of Ireland team, like a lot of League of Ireland fans do. But taking criticism from someone from Ireland that's never stepped foot in a League of Ireland ground is different from reading criticism by a man like Pat Dolan that's, you know, been there, knows the league, he understands it, he follows it, he supports it, he's been successful in it. So I think to jump down his throat the way some people have been is ridiculous, because no one was totally out of order. Everything he said was factually correct, and everything he says that while it might, you know, hurt and it might, you know, it might hit a nerve to some of us a little bit. What's people are saying, no, we could have worded it better, but that's his job, you know. He's going to want to be pointing out what's going on with the league and everything he says. The facilities is the one thing we've all been saying for a long time. The one thing I'll always defend is it's shit football. That's the worst argument. It's not shit football, but the facilities you can't defend. You can't defend whatsoever. And you can't defend what's happened in Waterford. You can't defend what happened in Dundalk. Just with the COVID regulations over the past month or so, it's just been embarrassing to see. And trying to defend these situations, you know, from an outsider looking in, it's tough to do. And yeah, I'm glad you said that now, because I thought I was really missing something when I read the article. I didn't really understand much of the outrage. Yeah.